Hey guys, Novaexplosion. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Let's load back where we left off. Ah yes, we're in the Cave of the Gi. They say it like Gi and it makes me want to die. Because I've always said G. Anyway, here we are. We're back. We fought the boss last time, didn't we? With Red 13 and Barret. It was a really sick one. Now we're moving on and I assume we're gonna finish the trial. Alright, welcome to the stream. My Monday's going fine. I mean, now it's gonna be even better because I'm playing a great game. Yeah, so go this way. We just fought the boss, I believe. So that should be interesting. We should see what happens with this whole geese stuff and Nanaki's parents and everything. The Wall of Honor. I am very honorable. I played Crisis Core 2 times.
The Watcher of the Veil fought valiantly and offered up his life in defense of our home. As you see, he still watches over us to this very day.
Yeah, I remember this from the original game. I remember that exact...
Is that... Seto? My father? No, there's no way.
The poisoned arrows of the Gi transformed his body into stone, and there he has stood ever since, his watch eternal, our savior.
What about my mom? Did she know what had happened to him?
Oh. Why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to seal off the cave.
But why? Why did she never tell me the truth?
Because she knew that if she did, you would attempt to seek your father out all by yourself. Your parents strove to keep our Veil safe. But there is one thing they fought even harder to protect. You, Nanaki, their son.
She was afraid, because I was too small and weak.
Back then, perhaps, but not anymore, heavens no. You've become a fine warrior in your own right. And that is precisely why I brought you here. But this is not where your journey is meant to end, my dear boy. You must leave the Veil once more.
But I'm a Watcher now. I gotta protect our home, like he did.
Listen to me, Nanaki. When I first heard your friend's emphatic warnings, I dismissed them outright. No more than the ravings of misguided youths. When you've lived as long as I have, you start to believe you've seen it all, that no surprises remain. But I realize now how very foolish I have been. The eyes that I thought saw the world clearly have grown blind to new possibilities.
But...
I would hate to impede your progress any further. I bid you leave, Nanaki, before, like me, you become inured to your own ignorance. With sharper eyes and keener ears, go forth and in my stead seek the great truths of our world.
Where did Cloud and the others come from? Were they like slowly following?
Look after him for me.
Don't worry. We will.
I like to believe that Cloud and the others were just slowly following us as we did all the trial stuff.
And try again. Are you up to the task, Nanaki?
you bet I am. After all... I am Nanaki, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon, and son of Seto, protector of our Veil.
Hearken unto me. My name is Gi Natak. O brave and noble Seto, I beseech you once more, hear the urgent pleas of my people. My thanks, Seto. You are as magnanimous as ever. The warrior Nanaki, and you, the Cetra. Come with me.
Yeah, what can go wrong?
That was...
Oh, an exciting turn of events indeed.
We'll back you up for 2,000.
Hey, Sephiroth, what's cracking? It's been a minute.
No. This one's free.
Oh, I'm back to Cloud. I don't know if they're gonna have us fight a boss, but in case they do, whoops. We'll take Barret out for Tifa. They do something like that. That was a really nice scene we got between Red 13 and Seto. I really like that.
Can anyone explain to me why we're even taking this detour? Anyone?
Sephiroth!
Some of us are on a mission to secure the material we need to, you know, save our homeland.
How can you talk like that in a place like this? I'm scared out of my wits here.
I don't know. This Gi dude's too nice to freak me out.
He may act nice, but who knows what he's planning. Stay alert.
Yuffie, I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to, like, burst your bubble, but Sephiroth, like, kind of links to this ultimate materia. So, I mean, like, everything here is interconnected and all. Oh, look at all this Mako.
The home of the Gi lies beyond.
Yokai, welcome, hello.
Now let us begin our journey.
It's not so fast. What's in it for us? Unless it's materia, you can count me out.
How strange you should mention materia. My people are also in search of it.
Okay, all aboard!
Would have stayed longer if I could, but I'll be back soon. I promise.
I'm gonna hurl.
Maybe try swaying with the rocking of the boat?
I wanna move less, not more.
Didn't seem to mind when you jumped aboard.
Only 'cause he mentioned materia.
Be quiet. The planet is listening. And what's wrong with that? Anything that reaches the planet's ears, in due time, reaches those of the Cetra. Unfortunately, the Cetra are not a tolerant people.
Excuse me, am I intolerant too? I'm Cetra.
You are indeed one of them, by lineage alone. You know not of their history, that has been lost to time.
Their history?
Consider your ignorance a blessing. The Cetra's past is fraught with horror and sorrow.
Oh, we're back to Zack.
So there I am, on the ground, bleeding out, watching everything go dark. Thinking, this is it. This is how it ends. Only, it isn't. Suddenly, the wind picks up out of nowhere. It tugs at me so hard, it feels like it's tearing my soul right out of my body. Next thing I know, I'm back in the orphanage. But nobody can tell me who found me or how I got there. It's a miracle.
Sounds like what happened to me. Whole freaking army unloading on my position.
Yeah, here's the end of Crisis Core. Also, that scene with...
Every single bullet.
Actually, never mind. Who am I to think I can talk right now?
But then, the wind starts blowing. 1 minute, I'm outnumbered. And the next, I'm alone.
None of it makes any sense. I somehow managed to beat the odds and wake up here, alone. Why in the hell did fate pick me?
Can't think that way.
Can't not think that way. Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't. I'm the only one who gets a pass. And now that it's just me, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, come with me.
Sure, but why?
I'll explain on the way.
What was I gonna say? So it was basically showing us the events of the ending of Remake, because obviously that was the end of Crisis Core, and that was also, we saw that at the end of Remake where Biggs woke up. Biggs woke up at the end of Remake, so I guess that was already teasing the other timeline, because I remember finishing Remake, especially when I finished it during my recent playthrough. I was thinking to myself, like, oh, Biggs is alive, he survived, but I guess that was just the alternate timeline. But then they showed Jesse's gloves, so I wonder what that's about, like, because maybe he just kept Jesse's gloves, because in this timeline, Jesse is dead. Or at least appears dead. Jesse, Biggs, Tifa, and Barrett are all dead. Biggs is the only survivor of the 5. So, yeah. And obviously we just saw Zack's fate change, because at the end of Crisis Core, he dies, but doesn't die in this timeline. So we're getting a little bit more on the whole timeline thing, which is, you know, kind of adding up, and still like, hey,
So,
Whispers make a second timeline and all, but slowly but surely.
Doubt he's in for a speedy recovery either. But hey, hope springs eternal.
Slowly but surely, things are starting to add up.
If he does recover, you can bet your ass he'll act like it was nothing. Shrug it off and say he's been through 10 times that shit.
Are we talking about the same cloud?
Come on, the guy's desperate to prove himself. Not like he needs to. Everyone knows he's a bona fide badass. Hey, why don't you try picking up some work as a merc? A Zack of all trades.
Why?
Because one's not enough.
I'll think about it.
There are riots going on.
I actually really like Zack being like, wow, is this the same Cloud we're talking about? Because, I mean, Cloud only picked up that, like, whole personality thing after trying to emulate Zack and all.
Get a load of this.
Okay, let's see. The destruction of Sector 7 was orchestrated by Shinra themselves. We can't let those murderers get away with it. People of Midgar, fight back against our corporate oppressors by joining Avalanche. Seek us out at the lot off Petal Lane. Wow, that's bold.
Yep.
These guys are setting a trap for themselves. Shinra will just roll in and round them all up.
Doubt public security will even bother going through the motions. Easier just to shoot and skip the paperwork.
Then, anyone who goes is...
An idiot, I know. But idiots are what we need right now. Folks who'll risk it all.
Wait! Don't tell me you're going! The things I do for friends.
Well, you have a lot of friends, as we know about in Crisis Core. All your DMW bonds. I love Zack. I love this timeline stuff. I love playing as Zack and seeing what's up with him.
Purpose in life? What you're doing here?
Sure, from time to time. Or all the time.
Would never have guessed.
Didn't used to, but things changed. Went through a lot after I joined Shinra, like... a lot.
I bet. I ask because ever since I woke up, I've been wondering about what to do with all this time I've been given.
Hey,
you good?
You said before I ought to try picking up some work as a merc.
Yeah?
'Cause one's not enough. So who's the one?
Cloud. He didn't tell you? Must not have wanted the competition.
When exactly did you meet Cloud?
The day before we hit Reactor 1. So, how long ago was that again? Weird. My internal clock's busted.
Yeah, mine too. What's that about anyway?
Good question.
So,
Ooh, this is interesting. So, like, the timeline thing kind of messes with the whole time continuum thing because things, like, don't add up, or they're acknowledging it.
We've got freebies galore, folks. Come one, come all. Treat you and yours to something special. But remember, only one
I think I
per
prefer
person.
being number 2 or 3. Suits me much better.
Yeah.
Why don't we all go
Like,
camping?
the guy who only has to worry about the how, and doesn't have to decide on the what.
A minor role?
Exactly. I'm no hero. So how come I was the one who got saved?
'Cause someone needs you. You and your can-do attitude.
Then who might that be?
you were the guy with Aerith, right?
Whoever brought you back, I guess?
And
Is
assuming
that
there was
thing in the
someone,
sky getting
who
bigger?
could it have been?
That's a good question.
The Whispers?
Hell with it. Let's just do what we want.
It is interesting that Biggs is the one that survived and not, like, Jesse
Just
or
up
Wedge.
ahead. Keep your eyes peeled.
Copy.
I like Biggs a lot. Good character. Good voice actor, too. It's Gideon Emery, I think, isn't it? It's Balthier's voice. Good VA.
Nobody, huh?
Not a soul.
Well, at least Shinra was a no-show too, right? Who's there?
Oh, Kyrie.
Huh. New recruit?
As if I'd ever join Avalanche. I just came to see what kind of morons would fall for your dumbass propaganda, that's all. But I should have known. Nobody could be that stupid. Anyway, I'm out, losers.
I told you I wasn't cut out for a leading role. And here I thought I might have been saved for a reason. Some higher purpose. Sorry for wasting your time.
Biggs! It's up to us to find our own purpose. I mean, who says it's gotta be one way? Everyone's sitting back, acting like the world's doomed, but the future's not set in stone. We're not powerless. So long as we don't lose sight of what's important. You know, what matters most of all when the going gets tough. I don't know, hopes, dreams, maybe? Something like that. So long as we've got those. And hold on tight and never let go.
Like this?
Like your life depends on it.
The world's lucky to have you. It's a start. Anyway, I gotta run. I'll be sure to pay a visit to Cloud when I get the chance.
See ya. Think about what I said.
And Gio's influence still shows on Zack, by the way.
Guess I should probably head home too. Home, huh?
I'm still moving with Zack. I thought they were gonna end it here, to be honest.